So we have Gavin, Allison, and Donovan, and they're performing in Snow White. Gavin and Donovan are princes, and Allison is a dwarf and a princess. Allison, could you tell me, do you have a favorite fairy tale?
Yes, it is Rapunzel, because I like the way she acts.
You do? What do you like about how she acts?
How she's always truthful, and how she's always brave.
Right, so those are qualities to admire for sure. What about you, Gavin? Do you have a favorite story that you like?
No.
No? Are there any characters from fairy tales that you can identify with, or maybe you would like to be like?
A dwarf.
A dwarf? Yeah. Which dwarf? Because they're quite different from each other.
Yeah, Dopey.
Dopey? What about you, Donovan? Is there a character that you like from fairy tales? Or maybe Snow White?
I like Sneezy.
You like Sneezy? And when do you remember learning about the Snow White story for the first time? Did you know about it before this performance? Do you remember, Allison?
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I remember I watched the movie, and I remember Snow White eating the apple.
Uh-huh. And what about you, Gavin? Do you have any memories?
Yes.
What do you remember?
I remember whenever Snow White dies and whenever the prince saves her.
Right. What is your favorite part of the Snow White story? Gavin? Do you have a favorite part of the story? Or maybe another one of you? Do you?
I like when Snow White meets the dwarves.
And what about you, Donovan?
Same thing.
Yeah. What do you like about that part? Gavin, what role were you most excited to be cast in for this show?
Young prince.
And why with that role?
Because whenever you're a prince, you're like rich.
Right, so that would be a fun role to play. What about you, Allison?
Mine was the dwarf, because it's one of the biggest parts in the play.
Right, everyone knows who the dwarves are. And in these performances in general, what do you find challenging about being in them? Or what's hard for you?
Whenever I'm doing my grasshopper, it's like it's all in one motion. You need to be fast and quick, and whenever the ending pose, it's harder to get that pose.
So that would be challenging to try to perform live,
Yes.
I'm sure. What's a challenge for you, Allison?
To stay in the rhythm stay the beat of the music.
So on the other hand, what is the most fun thing about being in one of these performances, Donovan?
Well, like, you get to dance so many times.
Right, you like dancing. What about you two, Allison or Gavin? Do you have some aspects that are particularly fun for you?
Yeah, when it's performance time, I like to see all the people clap and like enjoy the play.
Absolutely, that's rewarding.
I like for the people to enjoy the show and see them having fun watching us.
When you're Right. not busy performing very in exciting. shows and dancing, what are some things that you like to do?
I like to do acting, and I like to play with my sister.
Not really much. Every day for chores, I dance while doing them.
Right, I'm hearing that a lot, that all the dancers dance in their free time, too. Donovan, what are your favorite things to do outside of dance?
Just practice dancing even though I don't even have to dance.
I would just like to thank you for your interview and for sharing your insight into the show. Break a leg.